Hey everybody, my name's George Lucas, and today on Trevor McGoodbody, we'll be reviewing Teague's Texas pre-calculus book for grades 11th and 12th in the state of Texas, published by McGraw-Hill Education. That's the company that prints this book. Okay, on the first page, it has like a little thing where you put your name. These jokers put Harambe issued alive and then returned dead. I mean, I think most things are like that. And this other one says Michael Jackson issued black, returned white. I like that one, but I only liked it when I was like in second grade, so I'm not a retard anymore. This next page has a little silhouette. I guess not really a silhouette, but little black Texas. It's okay. I mean, I would rather have it be white, for obvious reasons, but black's alright. Then we come to the next page, and it's about the cover. The cover imitates a gyroid. A gyroid. So this is gyroid. My bad. I'm dyslexic, so I read like a nigger. And which is a gyroid is a type of triply paradox minimal surface discovered in 1970 by Alan Shit. So that's pretty cool. That's a really interesting shape. I don't know. So it's three-dimensional, but it looks pretty cool. And here we meet the author. And the cover art was generated by Paul Nylander, a mechanical engineer with a strong programming and mathematical skills that he used to design the complex engineering systems. That's pretty cool. And I guess that's the author as well, which is kind of weird because it's kind of weird. And you can find a short bio and description of his work at http://virtualmathmuseum.org/mathart/art gallery Nylander index period html period. So that's pretty cool. And then the next page is the same, basically the same as the cover. And here we just have a bunch of copyrighted stuff. They're saying, yeah, that's cool. And here we have a little table of context for chapter 0, which is a little weird. I would have named that chapter 1, because wouldn't this mean this is nothing? Because chapter 0, that's not really how numbers work. But fuck it, they know more about math than I do. Look at it, little vector. I kind of know what that is. Let's flip the page. These are the lead authors. I guess that guy wasn't the author, so whatever. Some of the authors are John Carter. Oh, I kind of like that movie. It wasn't that bad. Roger Day, Vicken Hovspeen, and Jay McTay. Those are some of the authors of this great book. And it says, our lead authors ensure that the Macmillan McGraw-Hill and Glenclose McGraw-Hill mathematics programs are truly vertically aligned by beginning with the end and mid-success in Algebra 1 and beyond. They could have written that better because it's kind of weird. Like, nobody talks like that, so I don't know why they wrote it like that. And here are a bunch of consultants for the book. So I don't know why it's blurry. Can you just fucking focus? There we go. There's some Dixie Ross, Dixie Normus. Here's some advisory board. Jonathan McKellen, a black man with glasses. He seems pretty sharp. I want to go have a beer with that guy. Brent Wood looks like a nice father figure. He's from Arlington, Texas. And we have Mark strokes his huge penis. He does look like a sex offender. I'm not saying he is, but he does look like one. So let's skip the page. And here's a table of context for chapter 0. I already explained how much I don't like that. Here's chapter 1 with extreme and average rate of change, stuff like that. Chapter 2 with rational functions. Chapter 3 with logarithmic functions. So that's pretty cool. Then we have chapter 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And here we end on chapter 12, limits and derivatives. Here's a student handbook. So it goes to the lessons, key concepts. There's selected answers, so that's just like the odd questions. The answers in the back. Index, trigonometric functions and identities, formulas, symbols, stuff like that. And this mildly attractive girl. Actually, I think she's like 12, so I'm gonna strike that. Hey, can we strike that? Can we edit that out? Okay, cool. Here's some random bullshit. I don't want to read all that because I don't know how to read. This girl's kind of hot. I would smash, but I don't want to. If that makes any sense. Here we have some random bullshit vocabulary, it seems. So union, that's on page P4. And it's also in Espanol for the people who refuse to speak English. Oh, wait. The entire book's in English. Why is there... never mind, fuck it. And here we have pre-test on page P2. That's pretty cool. So let's go to page 1. Let's see where what's on page 1 of this great book. Here's page 1. I really like the design of page 1. It's pretty nifty. It really gets you into the spirit of the book. I like the uniform angles right here and the contrast between the Esperanza and the cubicle formula. It's pretty cool. You don't see that much in books nowadays, so I'm glad it's here. Here's a mildly attractive woman. Her lips are kind of big for a white girl, and her face is almost too smooth. But would bang. And here's a map of the world, which is flipped upside down. So that's kind of weird. And here's pretty much the whole book. Teaches you about pre-calculus, getting you ready for calculus, and this is f of x equals x to the fourth minus 2x to the third minus 9x squared plus x plus 6. I don't know what this means. Let's get to something I kind of know. Oh, I know this. R equals 9 over 2. That's pretty interesting. That's a polar. That's a polar graph. You need to change your polar, your calculator, instead of function to polar, so you can graph those. And I know how to make those into rectangular coordinates, so that's pretty good to know. So basically, this in the entire book teaches you about pre-calculus. Here's a vocabulary, if you need to know that. Here's selected answers, all the odd answers, and a lot of them are also on Slater.com. So you can cheat and then pass the final exams for this class. So that's basically it. I gave this book a x squared out of 5. So that could basically mean it's really good or it's really bad because x squared is a variable. So that's pretty much it. So good job, McGraw-Hill Education. DOOXX gives you a seal of approval, and not, because x squared, it could be any number in the fucking universe. So you're infinitely good and infinitely bad. So ciao. Ciao book. Okay, let's get this shit out of here. So that's my review of pre-calculus book number Zib. Tune in next time when I review my urine. See you later, you fucking